It was just an ordinary August afternoon in Los Angeles, or so everyone thought. The sun hung low in the sky, casting a golden hue over the bustling city streets. But somewhere inside an upscale rehearsal building, a single, seemingly insignificant detail was about to ignite a firestorm across the global BTS fandom. In a short, shaky fan-taken video, Jungkook, clad in casual streetwear and a cap pulled low, could be seen walking out of a studio. The clip was barely 5 seconds long. There was no press conference, no flashy announcement, no official music teaser. But eagle-eyed ARMY didn't need any of that, because right there, tucked into his ear, was a custom gold in-ear monitor, the kind artists wear during live performances to hear themselves over the roar of a crowd. And for ARMY, that was enough to send the internet into overdrive. For those outside the K-pop bubble, the detail might seem trivial. Maybe he just likes gold, a casual observer might say. But to ARMY, nothing Jungkook does is accidental. Every accessory, every hair color, every seemingly random prop in the background of a selfie, all of it could be a clue. Custom in-ear monitors, or CIEMs, are not fashion accessories. They're precision-made tools for live performers, molded to the artist's ear for perfect fit and sound. Most importantly, they're designed only for stage use. Why would Jungkook suddenly commission a brand new custom gold CIEM unless he's preparing for big live performances? This screams tour. Others agreed, pointing out that BTS members often debut new in-ears right before major concert runs. And with BTS currently on hiatus from group tours due to military service schedules, a solo project seemed the most likely explanation. This gold earpiece moment didn't come out of nowhere. In fact, the seeds of the speculation had been quietly sprouting for months. May 2025, Jungkook is spotted leaving a high-profile recording studio in New York. Fans note his heavy involvement in late-night sessions. June 2025, multiple industry insiders leak whispers that at least one BTS member is preparing a large-scale solo tour for 2025-2026. July 2025, a mysterious update to Hybe's internal event calendar circulates online, showing an undisclosed artist booking arenas in Asia and Europe. August 2025, the gold in-ear monitor appears. Theories explode. It feels like the final puzzle piece, says Hana, a fan from Seoul who has been tracking Jungkook's schedule for months. We've connected the dots. Now we just need him to say it. If the rumors are true, Jungkook's solo world tour would be his first in his career, but far from his first taste of global stage domination. Back in 2019, during BTS's Love Yourself, Speak Yourself tour, Jungkook performed in stadiums holding over 50,000 fans, his voice soaring through the night sky. In 2022, his solo track Euphoria became a staple closer for BTS concerts, sparking ocean waves of light sticks around the world. In 2023 and 2024, during BTS's military service period, Jungkook still managed to make history with solo performances, from the World Cup opening ceremony to the Global Citizen Festival in New York. Each time the crowd reaction was the same: deafening screams, tears, and thousands of phones capturing every second. The energy he brings to a live stage is insane, recalls Melissa, a fan who attended his 2023 NYC performance. A solo tour from him? It would sell out in minutes. The moment the gold CIEM video dropped, Twitter, or rather X, exploded. Within 2 hours, hashtags like Jungkook World Tour, Golden Hint, and JK Gold Earpiece were trending in over 30 countries. Fans began analyzing the earpiece design. Some claimed it had subtle engravings, possibly the word golden, a reference to Jungkook's 2023 solo album. Others argued it looked like a phoenix, symbolizing rebirth, perhaps hinting at a new era in his music career. TikTok was no less wild. Edit after edit showed close-up slow-motion shots of Jungkook turning his head, the sunlight catching the gold shimmer in his ear. Dramatic music swelled over captions like, "He's coming," and "This is not a drill." ARMY even started making mock tour posters with names like Golden World Tour 2025-2026 and set lists featuring hits from his solo discography. Perhaps the most telling part of all this, Hybe hasn't said a word. No confirmation, no denial. No vague, "we have nothing to share at this time" statement. Just silence. The kind of silence that in K-pop often means something is definitely happening. This isn't the first time Hybe has let fan speculation run wild before dropping big news. Before BTS's permission to dance on stage concerts were announced, fans spent weeks dissecting cryptic hints in Instagram posts and Weverse updates. And they were right. Hybe knows ARMY will do the detective work, says K-pop journalist Lee Soo-jin. It builds hype without spending a cent on marketing. If Jungkook is indeed going on a solo world tour, where might he perform? Fans have already drawn up maps. Likely regions include Asia, Seoul, Tokyo, Bangkok, Manila, Jakarta. Europe, London, Paris, Berlin, Amsterdam. North America, Los Angeles, New York, Chicago, Toronto. South America, Sao Paulo, Mexico City. Oceania, Sydney, and Auckland. This list mirrors BTS's previous global reach, but also includes smaller cities where Jungkook has large solo streaming numbers. It would be the tour of the decade, says Paulo, a Brazilian ARMY. Even if I have to sell my car, I'm going. For many ARMY, the idea of Jungkook touring solo is emotional on multiple levels. First, there's pride, seeing the youngest BTS member stepping into the spotlight on his own terms. Second, there's longing, the hope of seeing him live after years of pandemic cancellations and military service interruptions. And finally, there's nostalgia, the thought of hearing songs like Euphoria, Still With You, and Seven sung in person again. He's not just a singer to us, says Emma from London. He's part of our lives. His music carried us through hard times. Being in the same room as him again, I can't even imagine. That's the golden question. Literally. Industry insiders suggest that if the tour is real, announcements could come as early as late September 2025, giving fans time to prepare for ticket sales by year's end. Until then, the gold in-ear monitor remains the single biggest clue, a small, glittering piece of metal that might just be the key to unlocking the next chapter of Jungkook's career. In the world of BTS and ARMY, there are no coincidences. Every photo posted, every object in the background, every lyric in a Weverse live, they've all been scrutinized by millions of devoted fans who pride themselves on catching the smallest detail. And so, when Jungkook casually posted a grainy black and white photo on Instagram 2 days after the gold CIEM sighting, the fandom lost its collective mind. The image? A microphone stand in an empty rehearsal space. No caption, no hashtags, just that. "It's him telling us he's rehearsing," one fan wrote in a popular Reddit thread. And the microphone stand is different from the one he used for Golden promos, meaning new stage setups. Others noticed a faint reflection in the floor, as though stage lights were positioned overhead. Some even swore they could see silhouettes of backup dancers in the far corner. Whether these observations were real or wishing thinking didn't matter. The hype had already spread like wildfire. Then came the playlist change. Jungkook's personal Spotify account, which he rarely updates, suddenly swapped out his usual mix of pop, R&B, and mellow acoustic songs for a high-energy lineup heavy on dance beats, live band instrumentals, and stadium anthems. Theories exploded again. "This is literally a set list in disguise," one fan tweeted, pairing screenshots of the playlist with past BTS tour intros. "He's curating the vibe of the shows already." Others pointed out the inclusion of 2 unreleased tracks, short audio clips labeled only as JK 2025 Demo 1 and JK 2025 Demo 2. Whether intentional or a slip-up, these mysterious additions only fanned the flames. While fans worked like digital detectives, the industry had its own chatter. A source at a major Asian concert production company reportedly told K-Pop Herald that they had been approached for a top-tier solo artist seeking full stadium setups in multiple continents for early 2026. The source didn't confirm Jungkook's name, but when pressed, they smirked and said, Let's just say it's someone who has already sold out stadiums before. Then, a travel and tourism company in Seoul posted and quickly deleted a job listing for bilingual tour coordinators for an international K-pop artist 2025-2026 season. If the pieces fit, it was starting to look like this wasn't just a fantasy. Something was really happening behind the curtain.